All right. We are picking this game up now in the top of the seventh inning. It is game 4 of the 1986 World Series. Boston Red Sox, the home team, facing the New York Mets. And let's see. Let me get the Bruce Hurst is still on the mound. We are through 6, top of the 7th. It is 1-0 Red Sox. Sid Fernandez pitching a great game for the Mets. Bruce Hurst pitching a great game for the Red Sox. The Red Sox snuck one across in the first, and it's been scoreless by both teams since. And I'm trying another recording methodology here, so we'll see how this works out. Hopefully, you can see both the cards and the dice, and the various things I'll show you on that. And then the other way, point the other direction. Over there, you see the digital diamond scoring of the game, and see that on the screen. So pretty cool. Down at the bottom, you see the lineup of players that are in the lineup. The pitchers on the far left, and then the batter that's due up is highlighted in yellow, Darryl Strawberry, over towards the right. And we will pick it up here. Top of the 7th, and here we go. 1-0 Red Sox. And by the way, the Red Sox lead this series 2-1. This is game 4. Here we go. Hurst facing Strawberry, and it is a 3-0-7. 3-0-7 on Strawberry is a strikeout. So I'll get my get my scoring back going here. All right, here we go. Okay. And Strawberry goes down on strikes. Now, both Fernandez and Hurst are past their stamina, but nothing has been added so far. And if you're familiar with season ticket baseball, it's a gradual adding for once they pass their stamina number, which for Hurst is 5, Sid Fernandez is 5 also. Then it'll automatically get tired, and season ticket baseball you start adding 10 to the ballpark rolls, which are 6, and then come off the ballpark chart, and for each walk or hit. And so that once that starts to add up, it gets really dicey to continue to leave a pitcher in. So there you go. All you guys familiar with season ticket baseball already know that. All right, Lee Mazzilli. Mazzilli is the hitter, and here's the pitch. It's a 2-4-6. That's going to be on the pitcher card against a switch hitter. So on the split, it says use the switch over here. So 2-4-6 is another strikeout for Hurst. So Mazzilli goes down on strikes, and that will bring up Wally Backman. The Mets trailing by 1 in this. They need some base runners. Here's Backman. Backman, if you look at the screen there, hopefully you can see that underneath the right underneath here. You see that Backman is today 1 for 2. He grounded a fielder's choice in the second. And in the 5th, he had a single. And then it shows you his real life stats right above that for that season. 124 games, 387 at-bats. He hit 320, 376 on base, 385 slugging. And there you go. So that's some pretty cool real life stats for him. All right, Wally Backman against Bruce Hurst, 2 outs. Top of the 7th. There's a ballpark roll. Let's see. It's a 692. 692. The Mets are the visiting team, so we don't add anything. A 692 is going to be a double. So a double for Backman, a 2-out double. And that is going to add 10 for Bruce Hurst. So off to the side here, keep track of that. Hurst right now is a +10. Not too dicey, but once it starts to get into plus 30 or more, then that can get dicey to leave somebody in. So 2 outs and Wally Backman at second base, and the batter is Lenny Dykstra. Dykstra in this game is 1 for 3. He had a double in this game as well. Hurst looks in, checks the runner, gets the sign, and delivers to Dykstra. And it is a 4-1-8. That's going to be a split roll on the pitcher's or on the batter's card, rather, or lefty-righty split. Hurst is a lefty, so a 4-1-8 against a lefty is a walk. So all of a sudden, Hurst in some trouble, and now that's another plus 10 for him, and that's a plus 20. We'll try to see if he can get through this inning as he now faces Rafael Santana. I think if he goes to a plus 30, that's going to do it for Hurst. So first and second, 2 outs. And Santana steps in. Here's the pitch. It is a 224. 224, he's a righty. So we find 224. And there is a strikeout by Hurst of Santana to end the inning. So a little bit of there's a 7-inning stretch music from digital, courtesy of Digital Diamond. It's a cool tool. I've been using it for a little bit, not completely 100% proficient with the scoring on it, because you got to know all the different scoring commands, but I'm doing pretty well. So the Red Sox are up. The batter actually is Ed Romero. Romero will be leading off the bottom of the 7th. Sid Fernandez out for his 7th inning of work. He's pitched a great game as well. He's only given up 3 hits. 3 hits in this game, but in the first inning, that was enough to get a run across. And the Red Sox lead at 1-0. Here's Ed Romero. It's a 238. 238 on the pitcher card against a righty. 238. That is a strikeout for Sid Fernandez. So the pitchers remain strong here in the 7th inning in this 1-0 game. Rich Gedman will step in. Gedman, he's 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. It's a 3-0-8. That's going to be in this column of the hitter's card, a 308, and that is a strikeout for Gedman. So look at Fernandez. He has pitched 6 2/3. He's given a 1 run, 3 walks, 3 hits, 7 strikeouts, and he's faced 26 batters. I'm reading that right off the screen, right underneath his real life stats. You can see what his numbers are for today. So now, with 2 outs and nobody on, 2 strikeouts, here's Dave Stapleton. Now, again, just so you guys know, I did as played lineup here and in the previous 3 games as well. So Sid Fernandez against Dave Stapleton. Now, that's going to be a defense check on the pitcher, because that's what the white is. So a 5-1-0, that's a good sign, because we can go right here to Sid Fernandez card. What kind of range does he have? Well, he's got a range of not a lot, actually. Really a range of 2, but this is a 0. So that 5-10 is going to be it says 1-6-3, but since there's nobody on base, it is a ground ball back to the pitcher. And he flips it over to Hernandez at first base. And that is the end of the 7th. So we go to the 8th inning. Bruce Hurst still coming out, but there's action in the Red Sox bullpen, as Hurst is a plus 20 right now on his stamina. He will face Keith Hernandez. Keith Hernandez. All right, Keith in this game is 0 for 2. Hernandez steps in. It's the top of the 8th. a 5-8. That's going to be an 8 check on the center fielder, Tony Armas, and a 3. Does he have a 3 range? We'll grab his card here and check real quick. Tony Armas. If you look up in the upper right, 583 is a F8 plus. There's nobody on base. So yes, he does. He has some pretty good range, actually. Goes up to as high as 5. And that's just going to be a fly out to center field with nobody on base. So Hernandez flies out to center. And here comes Ray Knight. Ray Knight's 0 for 3 this game. The 33-year-old Knight against the 27-year-old Bruce Hurst. That's some of the things I love about the season ticket of baseball. You know, you see those sort of things, how old he is, and whatnot like that. So that's some neat stuff. So Ray Knight steps in. Here's the pitch. It's a 281. Oh, that could be a little bit of trouble. It is. A 281 is a deep fly ball. Let's see. He's a righty. So it's a deep fly to left. Now, if you watch the first part of this game, I mentioned this on the other video, but I rolled for the weather ahead of time. And in this game 4, it's cloudy, 57 degrees, and there's a wind blowing in from center field. So it's a -1 on left, center, and right. Ray Knight's power is a 5. So we'll roll these. An 8 plus his 5 minus not going to be a home run. I can already tell you that. That's going to be it's 8, 5, 13 minus the 1 is 12 on a deep fly to left, but it does get over the outfielder, Jim Rice, in left field. Let's see, wait. 2 double. See if I scored that right. I did something wrong because, well, it's kind of in left center field, so it gets to the gap, and Ray Knight is in with a double. So Bruce Hurst has now gone to plus 30, and that's going to do it for Bruce Hurst. So let's see who will come in relief. So we'll come down here. We'll click on Hurst. It'll bring up the list of the pitchers. What's nice about Digital Diamond? Well, it'll bring up usually the pitchers first. It shows their EWAR right here. And so a lot of times I'll go based on that. Sometimes, I'll go on the name if I know the pitcher. Some of these guys are, let me see if I can drag this over a little bit. Nope. Obviously rotation guys. Let's see. Go back to page 1 here. Well, obviously Calvin Schiraldi, but he pitched in game 3, and see Seaver up there, Bruce Hurst. Boy, the choices are just. Well, the best choice looks like Steve Crawford. So let me pull his card out. So flipping through my stack of cards here. Let's see, Joe Sambito. You know what? Let's he hasn't pitched yet and Crawford has. So we're going to go to Joe Sambito. He was on page 3 over here. So we'll click Sambito. We come down here and, well, we're going to put him in the 9 hole. Actually, there's a DH. So I just click pitcher and then click OK. And now the new pitcher is Sambito. So Bruce Hurst has a nice outing today, and he leads with a chance to win the game with his team up 1-0. So Sambito now on the mound, and he doesn't have a long stamina. Actually, his stamina on this card is a 0. So he actually will start getting points added to him with any hits or walks. Now, I will also add in this, I'm still fairly new to season ticket baseball. This is my 4th game, actually, to roll. So if you guys that are veterans of season ticket and I do something wrong, be nice. give me some mercy and some grace, and maybe just tell me in the comments what I did wrong and how I can do it right next time. Okay, Knight at second base. The hitter is Gary Carter. So wow, this is a big situation here. The Mets looking to tie the game or take the lead. No outs, or actually 1 out in the top of the 8th. Carter to face Sambito. Here's the pitch. That's going to be on Carter's card. It's a 4-1-1. Sambito's a lefty. A 4-1-1 if he was a righty, but he's not. That would be a strikeout. It is a walk. So there's already action going again in the Red Sox bullpen. Sambito now is a +10. And runners at first and second, but that does set up a double play. Here's Mookie Wilson. Mookie Wilson steps in, 0 for 3 on the game. Here's the pitch. It's a 5. This is going to be a rare play, actually, a 5-0-9. So I'm going to need to look that up. I can do it fairly quickly. I know where to go. I'm not completely sure that I'm doing the rare plays accurately at this point. It says to go to the rare plays on page 30, but this roll now 566 is not on page 30. And this is a looks like it's going to be some sort of injury roll. And as early as I am in this game, I am not doing injuries at this point. So we're just going to roll again for the at-bat. And any you veterans of season ticket baseball can tell me where I should have gone with that roll if you want to. So anyway, here is the roll for Wilson. That's going to be on the pitcher card. It's a 165. 165. We come way down here, and that is a wild pitch. So Knight moves up to third. Carter moves up to second. Still only 1 out. Still Mookie Wilson at the plate. And here's the pitch to Wilson. It's a 149. And as we go here, a 149 is a hit by pitch. So Sambito is just really spitting the bit here. So he hits Wilson with the pitch. That will load the 1 out. And here comes the manager. That's going to do it for Sambito. He is coming out of the game. The Red Sox trying to go up on a 3-1 lead here. And they're going to go ahead and go back to Crawford, who had pitched earlier in the series. But he's okay to go. So Crawford will be the new pitcher. Let me find his card real quick. Bases loaded. This is a big moment for the Mets. Can they make something happen here and get back and even the series up, avoid going down 3-1 to see if they can repeat history and win the 1986 World Series? Steve Crawford. All right, I got his card, and here we go. Now, Steve is a stamina of 1, so he can pitch the rest of this inning without any additions, regardless of what happens there. So Darryl Strawberry is the hitter with the bases loaded and 1 out. This is some good stuff right here. Darryl Strawberry, the big lefty power hitter, against Steve Crawford. Maybe I should have left the lefty in there to pitch to Strawberry. Oh, that's too late. All right. Strawberry steps in. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a pitcher card, a 2-1-3. That might be something decent. A 2, it is. A 2-1, took a quick glance. A 2-1-3 over here on the split roll against a lefty is going to be a pop out. Let's see. Let me make sure I'm looking at 2-13. Yeah. Pop out to third base. Oh, man. So Crawford gets Strawberry to pop out, and it's up to Lee Mazzilli to try to come through here. Boggs makes the play on that one. And with 2 down, Lee Mazzilli steps in, the 30-year-old switch hitter for the Mets. Here's the pitch from Crawford. It's a 2-9. Oh, that's going to be trouble. I can tell you right now. 294. A 294 against a switch hitter is going to be a deep fly ball to right. Ooh, he's got a power of 6. Deep fly ball to right. 8 plus 4 is 12, plus his power number of 6. 12, 6, 18 on a deep fly ball to, I'm just double checking. Switch hitter. Deep right, because an 18. Well, oh wait, we got our -1 too, so it's really a 17. The wind's blowing in, and if you look at 18, a deep left is a home run, a deep center is a home run, but a deep right is a fly F9 plus, but there's 2 outs. But again, the wind's blowing in. We back up to 17. It's the same thing. It's a deep fly ball to right. Evans going back. He's on the warning track, and he makes the catch. Mazzilli, who had 2 home runs that season, so he was bidding for a big one there, but he flies out to deep right field, and that ends the Mets' threat in the 8th. We go to the bottom of the 8th, and Sid Fernandez tries to keep this a 1-run game to go to the 9th inning. Sid Fernandez takes the mound. There you see the defense behind him. Gary Carter behind the plate. Ray Knight at third. Santana at short. Backman at second. Hernandez at first. Mazzilli, Dykstra, Strawberry, left, center, right. And here is Don Baylor. He's 1 for 1 with 2 walks and a run scored in this game. Here's the pitch. This is going to be a defensive check on the shortstop. And as good as Santana is, I don't know that that's going to be a good one with that high number. He does not have that. He's got decent range. In fact, really good range, but not as high as 8. That is an E. So Baylor hits the ball on the ground to Santana. Oh, he bobbles it. And safe at first is Don Baylor. Now, Baylor is the pinch hitter, the designated hitter, I beg your pardon. And he's not a threat to run. It's just 1-0. I was going to see about them putting a runner in and try to go for a insurance run. But if the Mets happen to tie this, they might want Baylor's at bat in the lineup still if this happens to go extra innings. Let me look and see what kind of speed we got over here. Spike Owen, obviously not bad. Ooh, Kevin Romine. A speed of 5 and a steal of 7. That's really good in this game. You know, there's some other guys that could be the DHs that have some good bats too. So we're gonna pinch run with Kevin Romine right here. So what I do here is, you see the runner right there, I click pinch run, and it's going to bring up my runners, and I see Kevin Romine right there. So I'll highlight him. I'll scroll down there and click OK. And he will be the new runner at first base. Now, to establish a lead, and Carter's a 5 arm. So you take 5 plus 10 is 15. That's the mark. Or rather, his steal is 7. So this is what you do on establishing lead. So you get the steal plus the 2 D10s, and they have to total more than 15, 10 plus Carter's arm. So pretty good chance of that. Let's roll it and see what we got here. We got a 9 plus his 7 is 16. So he does top that. He does get his jump. Now to steal, we go to his speed, 5, and we roll all 3 dice, and that has to be equal to or greater than the 10 plus 5 also. So 5 plus his steal rating. All right, so here we go. Uh-oh, that looks good. It's a 15. Yep, 5, that's 20. He definitely tops it. So Kevin Romine has a stolen base there. R1S. Romine steals second. And with the runner in scoring position, Tony Armas, who was already at the plate during the stolen base, is facing Sid Fernandez here. So the error does not count against Sid. He still hasn't had any additions to his stamina rating yet. So here's Armas to face Fernandez. It's a 4-0-3 lefty pitcher. 4-0-3 is going to be a 5-3, and the runner will hold. So Knight, see if I scored that right. Armas on the ground. He looks back the runner, throws it to Hernandez. Oh man, he moves, shows me moving up to third base. All right, I gotta control U there. And I gotta rescore this and see if I can do this correctly. This is what I was talking about. I'm not fully proficient. Let's see, G53. Then we got R2 0. I think that's what I did before. Let me try it again. Dang it. All right, control U. That does, control U is an undo. Let me try something else. Oops. G53. R2 hold. Knight looks back the runner, throws to Hernandez. There we go. And there's one down, and the hitter is Wade Boggs, the dangerous Wade Boggs, trying to get an insurance run for the Red Sox here in the bottom of the 8th. Romine at second base after stealing it. Here's the pitch. 4-3-7 lefty. That could be something good, but it's not quite high enough. So we've got a ground ball to second base, 4-6-3 double play. There's not a runner on first, so it's a ground out to second, and the runner this time will move up. Romine moves over to third. Backman over to Hernandez, out number 2, and Romine at third base. And here's Jim Rice. Rice, here's the pitch. It is a 4.45. Again, this is going to bring the lefty-righty split in. He's a lefty pitcher. 4.45 is in that range right there. 5-3. Knight scoops it up, throws over to Hernandez, and that ends the bottom of the 8 and that threat. So we go to the top of the 9th. The Red Sox are 3 outs away from a 3-1 lead. Crawford comes back out. He will face Wally Backman, Lenny Dykstra, and Rafael Santana due up for the Mets. Wally Backman, top of the 9th, steps in. Here we go. Here's the pitch. A 149. That's going to be on the pitcher card in the single column over here. And Backman rips one back up the middle for a base hit. So Backman, he is a threat to run as well. Dykstra, the pitcher, boy, it would be disastrous to get thrown out right here. He's not going to run. Dykstra is going to hit. We could hit and run. That presents its challenges as well. Let me check the season tickets. Got these scorecard, quick reference cards that are really good, especially for somebody like me that's new. Hit and run to try to stay out of a double play. Oh yeah, here we go. Offensive strategies. Hit and run with a runner on first. You may put on the hit and run, roll normally, but change the following results. So we're going to give that a shot. Dykstra's got a contact rate of 6, so that's good for a hit and run guy. And then Backman's a good runner. So Dykstra steps in, tying run at first base. There he goes. Here's the pitch. A 377 is a 4.6. So let me double check the chart over here. That's going to be a fielder's choice. But let me check and make sure on the chart. Yes, right here it says a 4.6 changes to a 4.3. So Backman, there he goes. The ball's hit on the ground to second base. Barrett does not have a play at second. He'll go to first to Stapleton for out number 1. Dykstra out at first, and Backman, the tying run, moves up to second base. And the batter is Rafael Santana. We're going to look at the hitters for the Mets. Might pinch hit here. In fact, they're going to pinch hit. I'm going to pinch hit with Howard Johnson, who's not only a better hitter, but he's got some pop. He's a power 8. So, oops, messed that up. Let me click OK there. Gonna give me an error. All right, I'm gonna pinch it right here. We'll go over here. First thing it shows you is pinch. So what you have to do is oh no, since I didn't pinch it, my bad. So we'll find Howard Johnson. There he is. and we'll click OK. And you see that we go to the left-handed hitting Howard Johnson. So Howard Johnson will pinch hit. Tying run at second base. Crawford looks in, gets a sign. Here's the stretch and the pitch. It's a 258. That goes to the pitcher card first. So we look over here. Johnson's a switch hitter. So in the switch column, we go to 258. It's a 540. And then we use the last number. So it becomes a defense check on the second baseman, Barrett. And with the 8, that is not good. He does have decent range to a 6, but that is going to be a single to right field. All right, well, here goes my really testing me now. So the right fielder is Dwight Evans, and he's got an arm in right of 6. Wow, that's pretty good. Let's see what it's going to be for him to score from second base. Backman is a speed 4. So we take the 4. Let me look at the advancing the base runner here. All right, do we challenge the arm or not? It's going to be speed, which is his 4. And against Dwight Evans, 6 plus 10. So 16 is the number, and it would be 4 plus whatever those add up to for him to score. Ooh, boy, that is really dicey. A 16. They're gonna pull him up at third base. They're gonna put the stop sign up. Almost. All right, I already made the decision. It's a base hit. Let me go. Base hit to right for Howard Johnson. Shows center, but really is kind of like right center. So Armas did, but according to the charts, it's right field. So Evans cuts it off. He's got the big arm, and let's see if he would have scored just for the fun of it. Oh man, 14 plus his 4 would have been enough. All right, Mets fans I shouldn't have rolled it. I shouldn't have rolled it. We just should have left it to the imagination. Because Mets fans are going to say you should have sent him. All right, so 2 runners on, but now we got a really good hitter in Keith Hernandez. He hit .310 that year, .413 on base, .446 slugging, 13 homers, 83 RBIs. You know, if you look at the card there, you see that it says RBI. That is a term in and of itself. RBI. Hey, I got an RBI. So it's okay to pluralize that and say RBIs. Okay, Crawford now. Just to double check, there hasn't been a ballpark roll, but he's a plus 20 now on his stamina. So the Red Sox are going to go and they're going to bring in Schiraldi to try to get the last outs of the game here and preserve this win. They're going to go ahead and go to their closer again. He's not going to be available for game 5 if they need him now. He pitched in the last game. So we'll choose Schiraldi here. We put him in the pitcher spot. We click. It's telling me to wait. Okay, I did. Click OK. And now you see Schiraldi on the mound. Looking for the double play ball with Howard Johnson at first base. Look at the speed is Johnson guy. He's got even more speed. He's a 5 and a 7, so he's definitely a candidate to steal. Stay out of the double play. Let's see if he can get his jump. Oh, and we got Keith Hernandez now. Just hope you don't run into a double play. There's always a boy, but if you get thrown out, then only one chance. But if you hit into a double play, so he's not going to go here, and we're going to go with Keith Hernandez swinging away against Calvin Schiraldi. Here's the pitch. 256. Uh-oh. Oh, that against the lefty, that is just going to miss the double play. And it's a deep drive to center. Deep drive to center. That's going to score the run. So it's going to be a tie game. His power rating is a 6. It's an 11. 11 plus 6. Or wait a minute. No, you don't. No, it's not 11. It's a 2. Sorry. A 2 plus 6 is actually a ball that ends up dropping in for a long single, and Keith Hernandez will tie the game, getting the hit off of Schiraldi. And it's 1-1. Now runners at first and second for Ray Knight. 4-1-1. Righty pitcher, 4-1-1. And that is going to be a double play grounder. So now the double play, but they get the tying run in. You hear the Shea State, or rather Fenway music. Sorry, Fenway. And Sid Fernandez comes back out for the 9th. He is still not over his stamina rating. Marty Barrett is the hitter. Can the Red Sox walk it off here? Here's the pitch. A 399. Oh boy. A 399 is, let's watch it play out. Fernandez gets a sign. If you can see the cards, you know what it is. Oh, man. We're losing the dramatics here. Dang it. Oh, man. Oh, I see. I needed to complete something, but we're got to stick with the roll. And again, you guys probably already know what it is. Let's see. I need to go to, actually I need to move this. I got to go to Howard Johnson, basically, and put him at shortstop. That's the only thing I hadn't done. That just kind of goes without saying, but you got to do it in the score, in what you're scoring. So let me move this back out of the way, and let's watch this play out. Fernandez, he's pitched a great game. Looks in for the sign. And there's the pitch to Barrett. There's a high fly. And gone. Marty Barrett, 399. And when you go down his column right there, 399 is a no-doubter home run. And the Boston Red Sox walk this one off in the bottom of the ninth after giving up the tying run in the top of the ninth. Marty Barrett hits the ball deep, and it is not playable. So there's a game 4. The Red Sox now take the lead in the series 3-1, with one more game still to be played at Fenway. So they'll have to see if they can. They split at Shea, and then the Red Sox have won the next 2 at Fenway. And so they're going to have to win at Fenway and then go back and see if they can create the game 6 magic and game 7 for the Mets. So there you have it. Season ticket baseball. And again, I kind of wanted to see how this particular setup would work as far as reporting goes. And that's going to do it. The Red Sox win 2-1. Although you see, if you look at the score up here, the Mets had 10 hits to only 4 for the Red Sox. But we know it's runs that wins ball games. And that's it.